Hey, what's up guys, Alex here, and welcome to another Overwatch video. So today I just want to discuss about the new Overwatch comic, Uprising. So this comic actually dropped today. Obviously it's sort of really awesome just because if you guys didn't know, Uprising is the new Overwatch event is what I'm going to call it, coming next Tuesday. So they released this comic and it has so much stuff in this, and as you can tell by the title as well, and you can see new origin skins, Blackwatch Genji. You've got origin skins from Reinhardt, Dr. Ziegler, I want to call it, but Mercy skins. You know, it looks awesome. It's awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys. So we're gonna kind of go through this comic a little bit together, and sort of kind of decode it and see if we can sort of guess as to what the new event is gonna be. Alright, so as soon as we get it, I can't talk to it. Alright, so as soon as we get in, we've got McCree here in London, England, and he starts off, I mean, I think this might be his Blackwatch skin, if I'm not mistaken. This could be a logo, could not be, maybe just a black, normal skin for McCree, but I definitely think he looks a lot younger. But no sector is holding Mandata, Marinanda, and 100 prisoners in the power plant. It's all walled off. You want in, you're gonna need to open the door. So what I want to say already is this could be that event. If you guys remember, Junkenstein had a very small, I guess, kind of goal, but it was PVE, player versus, I think it's every, no, PVE stands for player versus something, and basically what that means is you're not playing against other players, but you're playing against, you know, an event, whatever. I know, let me know in the comments what that actually stands for, I don't remember. But maybe that our event is us trying to save these people with the certain amount of Overwatch heroes you guys will see later in the comic. So it's very possible, very possible. But we've got, you know, right here he's saying, that's assuming you can get past the air defenses. You know, obviously it might just be me, but he's looking a lot younger. Right now he just got attacked by an Omnic, and he took care of it pretty easy. I'm wondering if this could be an enemy we see in this event. Maybe this is what we have to take out. Very possible. Interesting to see. But here we go. We're in the Overwatch headquarters. I like how my audio, I was listening to Mask Off by Future because that song is dope. Because anytime I turn down my audio up and down, it actually shows, which is pretty funny. Okay. So we're going here, and it shows, whoops, I did not mean to go backwards. I'm really good at this thing. It shows Overwatch headquarters, Switzerland. So we've got, obviously, Soldier 76, Anna Amari, Anna, obviously, and Gabriel Reyes, who is Reaper, rocking, obviously, these two have their origin skins, and Captain Amari, I assume this is just her normal Captain Amari skin. So we've already got all three of these skins. So they're all witnessing this happen live on their fly cams. I'll call you back, things are getting dicey here. McCree out, yeah. I'm pretty good at McCree impression, by the way. What's McCree doing in London, Gabriel? And he's like, looks like he's investigating the situation on the ground. So yeah, it's pretty clearly Captain Amari skin. I want to say is, Gabriel, what is McCree doing in a place where Overwatch is not supposed to be operating? So right now we can kind of sort of gauge that Overwatch and Blackwatch are definitely not welcome, and apparently Blackwatch is suspended right now. Vacation in London. Jesse's definitely not here. So as we can tell, we can sort of get that there's a little bit of hostility between the Overwatch and Blackwatch members. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like these guys are definitely not the best of friends. He's like, anything else you're not telling me? Any other assets you have lurking around? Nothing you need to know about. That's for sure. Yeah, like they're definitely not the most best of friends, as we can tell. Ben, stop. Get out of here. I want to know how Null Sector caught us off guard. We've always had a blind spot when it comes to Omnics. Null Sector's been around for a while, but they've been underground. They say they're fighting for Omnic rights, but they're extremists will do whatever it takes. Okay. They're not extremists, Gabriel. They're terrorists. By the way, guys, if you guys want to check out this this comic for yourselves, links in the description. Call them what you want. They have support, especially when you consider how people treat Omnics in the UK. Omnics built their cities and do the jobs humans don't want to do. In return, no rights and no citizenship. What did we expect? Magna Carta was written 1,000 years ago. So this is kind of weird, right? So they said this was written 1,000 years ago. So have Omnics been around for 1,000 years? Who knows? Omnic transit control checkpoint, prepare to be scanned. So it's very, you know, it's very reminiscent of like, I don't know, I don't want to say anything historical, but like, you know, when people are kind of like racist towards, you know, a certain you know, ethnicity or whatever. And it kind of goes back to here. If I click on the Overwatch Twitter, we've got this little thing here. Oops, I'm gonna, if it loads, I'm on the Overwatch Twitter right now. We've got, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's not really like, it should be a much nicer quality, but it says all omnics have to be scanned or something along the lines of that. So we're gonna go on to the next one. Commander Morrison, priority communication from Downing Street, send it through. And then he says, Prime Minister is not budging. We're still not authorized to operate in England. So the Prime Minister of England does not want Overwatch or Blackwatch anywhere near England, which is kind of interesting. Usually you'd be like, oh, why wouldn't they be there? They'd be able to help these guys in an instant. It almost makes me wonder if it's sort of similar to the Avengers, where like maybe they helped, but they did too much damage for their own good. Who knows? If you guys didn't know, the Avengers in the Civil War, they were not allowed to work in certain countries because they did too much damage. I mean, spoiler alert, yeah, I mean, nah, not really. Sounds like the Brits have the situation under the control. Ever the hero, Gabriel. He's like, I'm not the one with the statue. Jealous, a little bit of jealousy there. Sir, I have Director Petrus on the line. I don't know who that is. Director Petrus, have him hold. I'll check the call now. I actually wondered. Okay, let's type that in. Overwatch Director Petrus. Let's see what comes up. We're just gonna Google this. The name might be a reference to. Okay, so it's an art director. Okay, so I guess it's just okay. So this the art director is Bill Petrus. So I'm guessing no correlation, but who knows? Okay, so we've got. You think we should get involved? I didn't say that. But in the end, it should be our choice. Sort of, and of course, you know, Reaper just saying, hey, I don't have a statue. We've got Soldier 76 here. Obviously, Jack Morrison with a statue. We've got a lot of Overwatch members. I'm actually kind of curious as to where this, I mean, this is in Switzerland, I think, or Sweden, or something. Kind of interesting. You think we should get involved? I didn't say that, but in the end, it should be our choice. Your choice. Because obviously, he is the commander. We've been taking a lot of heat lately. I'm not sure I can afford another public relations nightmare. That doesn't mean we shouldn't do something. And the captain, Anna Amari, he's got her own office. Pretty cool. Better not keep the director waiting, Jack. I could always delegate the task to you. And I thought you liked me. Actually, maybe possible love interest? Nah, I don't know. Who knows? We got the training facility in the comm center. So this is the best part, in my opinion. We've got Blackwatch Genji. You might be wondering, Alex, how is this Blackwatch? If you check right here, this is the Blackwatch, I guess, logo, if you want to call it. But this skin is incredible. I love this skin, and if this skin is not added with the next, you know, event, I am gonna be very upset because. Dear God, look at this skin. It is amazing. It is wonderful. And we got Tracer here, so training on. So she's like, come on. We've got Winston and Mercy up here. How is she doing? So this is after, I think, Tracer had her little incident. So, you know, unfortunately, we don't know too much about her condition. But assuming she doesn't experience any setbacks, I think she's fit for active duty. We will need to continue monitoring her and see how she copes. Turns out time travel isn't an exact science, to get Winston. So problems? No, well, nothing too serious, sir. So it looks like Winston and Mercy work under, of course, Soldier 76, Commander. In the context of someone who can get lost in time, what does nothing too serious mean, Winston? Just a few reliability issues to work out, sir. I'm making really good impressions. And Genji, oh, he looks so cool. He looks way too cool. Look at that. This is awesome. So obviously, putting her through training, Blackwatch Genji, so awesome. I'm assuming this is relatively after Hanzo had obviously killed his brother. Right? Because he doesn't look in the best shape. He's got these wires and all these random things around him. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, so we've got them shooting. I would wonder, like, shouldn't this kind of hurt? But it's interesting to see how many wires he's got, like, stuck into him. I'm like, do these, you know, I guess, because this is 7 years ago, I guess, 7 years into the future, we're here now. Does he not need these to survive? Who knows? Now, let's keep going, though. We've got not bad. Has there been any update on the situation in London, Commander? Nothing good. The Prime Minister has expressively forbidden us from intervening. He's a fool, then. How many thousands in Kings Row are in need of medical aid? What happens when Null Sector takes more of the city? It'll be Egypt all over again, and we don't have the resources to deal with another humanitarian crisis. This is what Overwatch was made for. Instead of wasting time sitting on the silence, we could be saving lives. I don't disagree, Doctor, but my hands are tied. Well, that's not good enough, Jack. A lot of people are gonna die. Yeah, you're not wrong. I know, doctors. I don't know how to pronounce that. Winston's like, see ya. Tell Oxen I'd like to speak to her when she's finished. Alright, well there you go. So, Mr. Jack Morrison obviously is not doing too great. He's feeling a little bit stressed. Look, he's very sad. I wonder what this is, though. I don't know what this is. Obviously, he's got his visor here. Sir, Lena Oxen is here. But we've got Overwatch official murdered. Blackwatch under scrutiny after complaint from Japanese government. Overwatch anti-program. King's Row uprising day 27. Overwatch question mark. New civilian Lee something. And does the world blink? It's obviously that Overwatch is under a lot of fire right now. Cinderace. Hey, you want to see me, sir? Didn't that take that? That didn't take long. I'm not sure if you noticed or if you've heard, but I'm very quick. Okay, I know I watched your training session today. Most people in your position would have given up after the accident, but you've stuck with it. I'm impressed. Yes. I want to discuss your desire to be promoted to active duty. As you know, I have concerns. Sir, is that London? No, it's not. I have to know why have we got involved. There's nothing to be done. In your Prime Minister's infinite wisdom, he decided we're not wanted there. Okay. But they need our help, sir. I've seen the news. There's no reason to think there's a few weeks will change anything. By then, Mandata and all the other hostages could be dead. If we don't do something, it'll only be the beginning. All sectors in the heart of London. Which is kind of interesting, because Mandata, if you guys didn't know, was already killed in Tracer's and, I guess, Widowmaker's animation. So it's like interesting, right? Because we're like, okay, Mandata dies. So, like, how does this play into the fact of this event? I guess we'll find out. In a month, they've undone all the progress we've made and destroyed thousands of years of our history. Sir, do you know why I stuck with this? Why I decided to leave the flight test program and begin training as an Overwatch agent? It's because I believed that if I could figure this out, I could be an asset. I could make this world a better place. I fought to survive, and I'm willing to fight for the world too. It's pretty cool to see all this lore, right? I may be out of line, sir, but I won't apologize. I remember when the crisis broke out across America. It's why I enlisted and why I signed up for the Chancellor program. So pretty cool to see that this is the U.S. He's got his Black Ops, Spec Ops skin, which is interesting as well, because obviously his hair's blonde and not white. They're willing to try anything, Commander Reyes, and well, they tried everything. But politics and mismanagement, egos, at the end of the day, Overwatch is the only way to win that war, but we had to be given a chance. You still have one, sir. Dun dun dun. Thank you, Auction. That will be all. Well, it's kind of interesting to see how these guys all work under Jack. Obviously, Soldier 26, but don't really respect him too much in-game. It's kind of weird. Maybe they just don't know that it's him, is what I want to say. It's very possible. But obviously, we've got, you know, Reaper, Soldier, and Anna looking all nice. Director Petrus is insisting on speaking with you, sir. Very well, put him through. And he's like, dun dun. Actually, tell him I'll call him back. And here we go, Reinhardt and Mercy, and of course Torben. Only the three of us, just like the old days. Jack must be feeling nostalgic. Look at these skins, they look amazing. We've got Reinhardt, and we've got Mercy and Torben, all in, I want to say origin skins. I don't want to say young, but origin skins, and these look amazing. They look amazing. We're the old ones these days, my friend. The commander's been under a lot of stress lately. His decision making has been interesting. Any idea what changed his mind? A fresh perspective. And then boom. Well, what are we waiting for? And here we go. So we've got Tracer. So I'm assuming this skin right here, Cadet Auction reporting for duty, is this skin that has been shown right here behind this. I mean, it's the only way, right? I'm assuming this is that skin, which would make all this make sense. And it just died. Great. We'll be right back. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay. So we've got, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Reinhardt, you're looking like a beautiful man. And here we go. Cadet Oxen reporting for duty. And he's like, oh, looks like the cavalry's here. Oh, that's a good. My name's Oxen. Good for you. I'll be on the ship. Torbjorn's not the nicest guy in the world. Definitely not the nicest guy. What's his problem? I wouldn't take it personally. He's always like that. So this is Mercy's skin, so that's her hairstyle. She's got like a nice little doctor's hat. Looks good. I really like it. The commander told me to keep an eye on you. We invested a great deal in your career after all. I think he likes you. He said you were very persuasive. Yes, debatable. There's a lot depending on this. Lena. Just call it for help if you need me. I love the Reinhardt skin and the Mercy one too. I think it looks great. Welcome to the team, rookie. And Torbjorn, sassy as always. The cavalry's here. Not bad. Well, now we know where that came from, which is pretty funny. Not half bad. And there we go. Torbjorn looking sad. Is he listening to music or something? He's just like listening to some jams, some jammy jams. Oh my goodness. But there we go. We got Soldier, mission time 2:37 and end. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to happen? Do you think I'm pretty spot on with this being the event and maybe we get to choose from these 4 characters in that event? I'm not sure, but personally, obviously, you guys know my opinion. I love this. I hope that these skins will be in the game, but we'll find out. And I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments, of course. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later, and goodbye.